Assalamu alaikum everyone. It's time for the second game of the day. And what a first game we had, an absolute thriller. TSports coming out on top in that Cup Championship semi-final by just one run and booking their place in the grand finale against Citibank. It's time for game number 2. Now from Cup Championship we move to Plate Championship. And the second game and the third game of the day will be for the Plate Championship, and it will be the semis. It's the Bluez Cricket Club taking on ASC. The news from the middle is that Bluez have won the toss and they have decided to chase, which is a bit surprising, given the fact that in the first game we saw the defending team win. But Syed Mustahid, an absolute legend of LMS, of course, is very experienced and he knows what's best for his side. First ball was a dot, the second one has been wided. Anubhav Das is opening the bowling for Bluez. Lovely delivery is an appeal as well. Turned down by the umpire. Anubhav Das was claiming that the ball hit the pad first, but that was of course not the case. Tushar was on strike to that beautiful in-swinger from Anubhav Das. Luckily got a little edge on that one, otherwise it would have been out. Good start there from Anubhav Das. Lovely delivery. The ball had prodigious swing on that occasion, prodigious in-swing. Lovely again. Anubhav is making the ball talk. Once again, the batter gets away with that one. Leg by signal on that occasion. Shohan is Tushar's opening partner. But Anubhav is looking pretty dangerous. His seam position is allowing the ball to tail back in that much. Once again. Oh, chance for run out there. Direct hit missed by Anubhav. Would have been interesting to see what would have happened if it was a direct hit. Anubhav Das is holding the seam in a way which is helping him to generate that exaggerated amount of in-swing. Can he produce a delivery which goes away and completely bamboozle the batter? No, another in-dipper. A bit too much swing, says the umpire. And that's a leg by. It's been an exhibition of in-swing bowling from Anubhav Das. And that's the end of the first over, 4 for none. Mohammad Shohag tried to lap that one away from the bowler Joyram Shaha, and he missed it completely. Tushar Ahmed and Mohammad Shohag, the two batters out there. Strange choice of shot against the new ball. Shohag comes down the pitch, whips it away. and whips it away for a sixer. Mohammad Shohag means business here. is going to be uncanny, and he's going to try to take on the bowler, Joram Shah, and it has paid off in the second delivery. Tries to scoop that one away, trying a lot of things as Mohammad Shohag. He tried a sweep in the first ball, then came down the pitch and whacked it for a sixer in the second ball. And the third ball, it was for a scoop, which does not work. So probably he should stick to playing proper cricketing strokes. Tries to do that, comes down the pitch and has a swing and misses. Full of action this over from Mohammad Shohag, trying to stick it to the Bluez bowlers who the Bluez, remember, decided to bowl. Oh! He almost played it back on to Shohag, an eventful over. And an over in which he tried a lot of things, connected once, the other ones is not so nice. Interesting over comes to an end, 2 done, 11 for none. The in-swing master, Anubhav Das, to continue. It's been unfortunate this far. Anubhav Das has probably deserved the wicket with the kind of bowling he has produced. Another leg by. The batter is absolutely clueless against his in-dippers at this point in time. Can he produce a variation? Can he produce a delivery which goes on straight or moves away? Another in-dipper. Shohag somehow manages to get it away. Another single. Really loving the in-swing bowling from Anubhav Das. It's really challenging the batters. But I guess it's time for a change from Anubhav Das to confuse the batters a bit more. The second sixer. And once again, from the bat of Mohammad Shohag. Swing and a miss there for Mohammad Shohag. Shot of a limb delivery. Has a hike at that one. The Shohag, but he misses. It's been an eventful knock this far from Shohag. Shortish, wideish delivery, dabbed down to the third man region there by Shohag, and he'll get a single. That's probably his second normal-looking stroke. Had one against Anubhav Das, where he hit too long off for a single. Moves on to 14 from 11. Tushar now comes down the pitch, just decides to push it to the offside. So both the batters are trying to be proactive. And they're trying to disrupt the flow of the bowlers. Lap. This time the lap connects, but it will only be a single. Yes. Oh, the fielder was wrong-footed for a second there, but he was able to protect the ball from going away for a boundary. 4 overs done. ASC are off to a good start. They're 24 for none. Samir Chaudhary is now getting ready to bowl. His quickish leg spinners. Can he remove Shohag from the equation? Oh, that's a full toss to kick things off. Shohag, for once, decides to keep his head steady and just play it away to the offside for a single. Strange shot from Shohag, you have to say, because it's been a very uncanny knock from him this far. And when he plays a normal shot, it's actually an anomaly. Wide one there. Push through delivery from Sam. That's what he does. He's a quickish leggy. He's not going to really float it up generally. Tushar has been, Tanvir Ahmed, apologies, has been struggling to get bat on ball. On 6 from 8, he's a very slow batter up front. Always opens the innings and plays like this. Decides to leave that ball. Oh boy. That's a rarity in LMS. A batter leaving a delivery. This is what Tanvir does, though. Eats up a lot of deliveries. Generally contributes, gets an inning, gets a score, but eats up a lot of balls. And now he has left 2 balls in a row. Unacceptable in LMS cricket, this from Tanvir. In a semi-final, he's wasting deliveries. That too against a power pack side like the Bluez Cricket Club. That will definitely be a wide. That will definitely be a wide. Tanvir has finally succeeded in his agenda of getting a wide. That was the second wide of the over, so that will be a legal delivery. But 3 runs will be added to the total. 5 overs done. 29 for none. The skipper is here. And he will be hoping to pick up a wicket or 2. Tanvir Ahmed is the skipper for ASC, and Syed Mustahid is the skipper, so it's going to be skipper to skipper here. We saw that equation playing out in the previous game where Ishtiaq Sadiq was bowling to the skipper Mullah. Or Mullah himself was bowling to the skipper Ishtiaq Sadiq. In fact, Muller was the one who got Ishtiaq Sadiq out, and Ishtiaq Sadiq returned the favor by getting rid of Muller. Whilst Muller was out there, the Warriors were looking in command, but Ishtiaq Sadiq got rid of Muller, and the whole game changed. But Warriors tried hard, and they almost got over the line, losing by just a single. How heartbreaking must that be, to lose by 1 run in the semi-final of Cup Championship? It's been a steady start for ASC. 31 for none. It's definitely a platform. Shohag comes down the pitch, whips it away uppishly. And that's another sixer. Shohag has been living by the sword, and thus far he has not died. He is out there still. That's the 3rd sixer from the bat of Mohammad Shohag. Moves down to 23 from just 17 balls. It's been an uncanny innings, but it is paying good dividends here for him and his side. Mustahid charged and hit out of the park, and he tries to adjust because the ball, which was hit away for a sixer, was a straightest delivery. So he decided to get away from the arc of Shohag, but overcompensated, and that was a wide. Shohag's uncanniness paying rich dividends here, 38 for none. If only Tanvir Ahmed could join in on the party, ASC could make hayway. A little push to the offside from Shohag. 25 from 19, Shohag. But Tanvir on strike, comes down the pitch, tries to whip it away to the onside just like Shohag did. Missed it completely. Was a good change of pace there, you have to say, from Syed Mustahid. The pitch is starting to lose its pace, so pace off has got to be the way forward for the Seamers. 6 overs done. ASC are having a good time out there. They're 39 for none. Shohag has been the main contributor, 25 of 19 with 3 sixes. Tanvir Ahmed, as usual, very slow, 10 of 14. Floated outside the off stick by Sam. Hit away nicely there by Mohammad Shohag. He'd be disappointed, Shohag, because that was an opportunity to help himself to a boundary. Actually, it was a poor ball from Sam. Tanvir Ahmed, can he break free? Hit down the ground straight and hit down the ground for a sixer. Finally, Tanvir Ahmed has broken free from his shackles. Poor ball again from Sam. It's as if he's just lobbing the balls up. Come on, hit me, hit me. Shohag missed out, but Tanvir does not. And will that unleash Tanvir now? This is turning out to be a very good start now. 46 for none and 6.2. A very good start with a very good run rate as well. Samir is normally a quickish leggy. He's trying to bowl slowly because we saw in the first game that the spinners who were trying to bowl quickly were getting hit away easily, and who were throwing the ball up, tossing the ball up, were being able to extract some turn, bounce, and grip from the surface. So that's why Samir has gone away from his strength, but it has not really come off. This time he just decides to go full and quick. It's more like a medium pace ball there from Samir. And it's a single. The Blues are in need of a wicket. You can see they're starting to get very frustrated. Remember, they won the toss and decided to bowl first. Much quicker on that occasion, but the line was wrong, way outside the off stick. Allows Shohag to free his arms and pick up another single. Final ball of the over. It's been a very good over this far for ASC. 9 off it. Oh, he misses out on that one, does Tanvir. He would be disappointed. It was a shortest delivery. He could have punched that one away off the back foot. Misses out, but still a good over. 9 came from it. 7 overs done. ASC are off to a very good start, 48 for none. And we saw in the first game that TSports were able to defend 143. They won by 1 run, yes, but they came out on top. So ASC will be taking heart from that. And this is also the second game. Remember, we're playing on pitch 4 today, and all 3 games, as confirmed by the curator, will be played on the same track. So it will get tougher and tougher to bat on. And in the morning, the curator was telling me and my co-commentator Olive that he's expecting the spinners to come into the games more as the day progresses. So ASC will be thrilled by this start, and if they can get up to 140 here, they will really be in business. A long delay here. Finally, we're getting ready for the 8th over to begin. Maybe it's a strategy to just make the batters wait a bit, just to play on the nerves a bit. Let's see if it works. Slowish, wideish delivery. Shohag moves around in his crease and just decides to push it away to the offside. Gets a single, 50 up for ASC. Sorry, it's 49 on the board now, apologies. It's 48 for none in the start, so a single was on to 49 for none. One away from the team 50 and the 50 of this partnership as well. Tanvir hit a sixer in the previous over, and that would have freed him up. Oh, he goes for another big hit. Just misses the off stick there. Almost shaved the off stick there. That delivery from Syed Mustahid almost got his counterpart there. Blues are in need of a wicket. This partnership is giving momentum to ASC. And both the batters are starting to feel free out there. So it's very important for the Blues to strike. And who better than their talismanic skipper, Syed Mustahid, to bring them this first scalp. But that's not going to be the case on that ball because Tanvir just tucked it away to the onside and the 50 is up for ASC. What a magnificent start. 50 for none and for 7.3. Syed Mustahid, a charismatic performer for his side. An absolute legend of the game in Elements Bangladesh, the highest scorer in the history of Elements Bangladesh. A very handy bowler as well. Well, he will definitely be needed with the bat in hand later for the chase. But right now, he will be hoping to show off his skills with the ball in hand. He's an absolute talisman for his side. He's a charismatic leader as well. And his side is looking up to him. Shohag has settled down now. He was trying to do a lot of things at the start of his innings, but now seems to have just battened down and has just decided to play some conventional cricket for the time being. Since it's working, why not? Just stick to it. Stick to what's working. The uncanniness really did not bring him much reward, but conventional stuff has. That's another boundary for Tanvir. He's really starting to show off now his hitting skills. 8 overs done. ASC move on to 55 for none. They are really building a solid platform here. And Mustahid is really unhappy with himself. Decided to bowl first after winning the toss, and the decision is starting to be questioned now, especially given the fact that in the first game we saw TSports batting first and winning. Even in that game, Dhaka Warriors won the toss and decided to bowl, which was understandable because you would want to take advantage of the moisture on the track. But what was surprising was that they bowled a lot of spinners in the first 10 overs instead of bowling their quicks. Myself and my co-commentator Alif were both discussing about this fact. There was help out there for the seamers during the start, and Fariduddin Masood really had a struggle at first, but then he made up. And we were having a little chat with him where he said that it was very tough to bat at the start in the morning. It was pretty difficult. So Muller definitely missed a trick there by bowling so many spinners. Samir Chaudhary, to continue, had a pretty bad previous over. He went for 9 runs. He bowled a lot of slow long hops, and Tanvir dished him for a straight sixer. Shohag, though, has kind of lost a bit of rhythm because he is missing out on some juicy deliveries from Sam. And that's back-to-back dots. That's a good start for Samir Chaudhary in this over. You just get the feeling that Shohag is getting a bit itchy here. I sense something's going to happen in this over. Maybe a charge. Keeps his head on that occasion. So why? Maybe Samir thought that Shohag is going to charge him. That's why he bowled that ball outside the off stick, because Shohag has been charging the seamers. But Shohag stood his ground. Here we go. Here comes the charge. A game of cat and mouse, up in the air and is gone. I told you something was going to give. And what is given is the wicket of Mohammad Shohag. A game of cat and mouse there. The wide. Let's talk about the wide. Samir Chaudhary thought that Shohag was going to charge. That's why he floated the ball outside the off stick. But Shohag held his ground. Next ball, Shohag understood that it was going to be a straighter delivery. So he thought that I'm going to charge this one. He did. But unfortunately, as I was saying, that he had lost a bit of momentum, had lost a bit of rhythm. As a result, he just hit it straight down to long on. And the much-awaited wicket has come finally for the Blues. The first wicket goes down, 56 for 1. A decent hand from Shohag. A decent opening partnership has been broken. And now the Blues will need to put on the squeeze. Pushed through a quicker delivery from Sam. Samsul Tuhin is the new man out there. He's come out to bat at number 3. Will Tanvir now change his approach because we saw in the previous couple of overs he was opening up. I guess he will have to be a bit careful now. And as a result of that, he just decides to pat that full toss down to long off for a single. So many games get played within the game. 9 overs done. A successful over comes to an end from Samir. It's 58 for 1. Mustahid with a shortish delivery. Tanvir Ahmed drags it away down to long on. Anubhav Das is the man who took that catch to remove Mohammad Shohag. For a second, you would have thought that he's in business again, but falls way short. And for some reason, they have decided to not take the run. Wow. Now, these things are really unpardonable when you are competing in a semi-final environment. That one run can cost you a place in the final. We saw in the previous game that TSports won by just one run. This is very sloppy from Tanvir. Said Mustahid into his third over. He'll be hoping to pick up a wicket and put ASC under further pressure. Adjusts his length on that occasion, goes full, but a magnificent cover drive there from Samsul Tuhin. That shot would give Samsul Tuhin a lot of confidence. And Mustahid's day is just not improving with the ball in hand. Decides to go slow on that occasion. Allows the batter to win a lot of time to cut it away, and good scamper there. A couple of runs gets picked up. So 10 overs done. ASC have put on 65 runs on the board. They've just lost 1 wicket. So we can easily say that the first 10 overs have belonged to ASC. Sam to continue. Into his 4th and final over is Samir Chaudhary. He's going to bowl 4 on the trot. And he has picked up the solitary wicket to fall. 3 more balls to go. He has done a decent job. 3.2 overs, 19 runs and the 1 wicket. Lots of oohs and ahs on that occasion. The bowler thought that he was in business and the keeper could have done better. Oh, the switch hit comes out. The switch hit was attempted, did not connect at all. It's a huge appeal from Samir Chaudhary Sam, who thought that he was in business there. Turned down by the umpire, signal was a leg by as well. Tuhin tried to get innovative, almost lost his wicket. Another appeal, but this time, once again, the call goes in favor of the batter, another leg by. So Samir was almost in business again to finish off his spell. He's done a very good job, actually. And we're very happy with his day's work with the ball in hand. 11 overs gone, ASC are 70 for 1. Samir Chaudhary Sam finishes with figures of 4 overs, 20 runs and a wicket. Finally, we're seeing Aifur Rahman Nabed. The 12th over for the first time. It's a bit surprising, given the fact that ASC has had a good start. But this means that Nabed will be bowling 4 overs out of the remaining 9 overs. And we know what an incredible bowler Aifur Rahman Nabed is. He's always in the top half when it comes to the bowler rankings, and we're not talking about just Bangladesh rankings, we're talking about global rankings. So it's not going to be easy for ASC. And Bluez will be hoping that Aifur Rahman Nabed can pick up 2 or 3 wickets and completely stifle the ASC innings. Bit of a hold up here for some reason. First ball from Arfur Rahman Nabed. Oh, Tanvir Ahmed did not know much about that one. This is going to be very challenging now for the ASC boys. Once again, Tanvir not on top of that one. 26 of 29 now for him. Very slow innings as usual from him. This is what we see from Tanvir every time he comes out to bat. Just comes out to bat, bats peacefully, eats up a lot of balls, gets a 50 ball 50, but really puts a lot of pressure on his teammates, does the skipper. Finally, he has managed to get one away from Arfur Rahman Nabed. Wasn't the best of the deliveries either. Allowed him to just run it down to third man and rotate. Samsul Tuhin now will be facing up to Nabed for the first time. And this is definitely going to be challenging for Tuhin. This time the reverse works, but should just be a single. So much pressure for just one run. Dragged away to the onside. Tanvir trying to be aggressive against Naved. Just 3 runs came from that over. 12 overs done, 7-3 for 1 ASC. Joyram Shah is back on. This time he's got the keeper up to the sticks, which I think is a very good idea for someone bowling at his pace. And especially given the fact that Tanvir has been charging throughout his innings. And we saw Mohammad Shohag do that as well. In fact, Mohammad Shohag hit Joyram Shah for a couple of sixes, and he was charging Joyram Shah. So it was a good idea, but the keeper's gone back for Samsul Tuhin. So they're confident that Tuhin is not going to charge him. Wasn't the best of the deliveries there from Shah. Allowed Tuhin to just help it on its way and pick up a couple of runs. ASC are just in need of a pressure release here. Adjusts his length on that occasion, does Joyram Shah. Goes full. Was driven away very nicely by Samsul Tuhin, but the fielder got in the way and he'll get a single. We saw Tuhin hit a boundary just like this. The kickoff his innings against Syed Mustahid. But this time it was just a single. Oh! That was a close call. It was a cracking shot from Tanvir, and that's his second sixer. He really needed that Tanvir. He was really stuck. And Joyram Shah continues on being expensive. That's the third 6 hit of his bowling. Mohammad Shohag 2. Tanvir Ahmed now has hit 1. Hit straight as well. The long off fielder was in business for a while. He tried hard, but unfortunately he could not get there. And that's another sixer. Goal shot and just hit back straight powerfully by Tanvir Ahmed. A magnificent hit. Back-to-back sixes for Tanvir Ahmed, and now suddenly his strike rate is looking much, much better. 13 gone. ASC really needed that over. Was not the best idea to bring back Jairam Shah during that time because this was turning into a period where ASC were being kept quiet and Blues were coming back into the game. So I find this decision a bit surprising that they went with Jairam Shah, who had been expensive previously as well, and that over has released a lot of pressure and has given momentum back to ASC. You really need Arifur Rahman Nabed to weave his magic now. Tuhin takes a few steps forward. So they're trying to meet fire with fire. They're not going to hold back against Nabed. And really, to be honest, they don't really have the opportunity because Nabed is going to be used at the back end of this innings. They've got 7 wickets in hand. So there's no point in pushing and nudging around. Nabed will be hoping to break this partnership. It's turning into another very good partnership for ASC. Their opening partnership was worth 56. And these two have added 35. And what's going to be the result of that one? That's a huge 6. Samsul Tuhin says, I don't care who you are for Rahman Nabed. I don't care about your rankings. I'm going to hit you out of the ballpark for the biggest 6 of the day. What a magnificent shot. The ball turning back in was right into the hitting arc of Tuhin, and he took full advantage. Gone for it again. And that's 6 again. Oh, this is Carnage suddenly. From Tanvir and Tuhin, the 2 T's are destroying the Blues here. We saw Tanvir hitting 2 sixes of the previous over against Jairam Shah, but Tuhin has taken it up a notch. He has hit 2 sixes in a row against the class, the guile, the magic of Arifur Rahman Nabed. 100 up already. For ASC, we're all into the 14th over. Edged. For 4. Wow. This is what happens when you show intent. This is what happens when you don't fear the name of a bowler. When you play the ball to its merit, you take the bowler off guard and he gets clattered. 14 done. 107 for 1. ASC, remember the Blues won the toss and decided to bowl first. Boy, oh boy, they would be regretting that decision now. It's going to be a pretty tough run chase from the look of things unless the Blues can come back magnificently in the next 6 overs. It's going to be an above 150 run chase, which is going to be pretty difficult in a semi-final. We saw in the first game, the Cup semi-final, Dhaka Warriors chasing 144 and falling short by 1 run. Blues probably will be chasing a bit more. Mustahid understands the situation. And he has decided to bring himself on in an effort to break the partnership. He's not had the best day with the ball in hand as Mustahid. And given the current scenario, you'd have to say he has not had the best day in the toss as well, because won the toss, decided to bowl first, and his team is getting destroyed here at this point in time. I was very surprised with that decision. Tanvir dances down the pitch and hits a sixer. Oh boy, it's a six-hitting exhibition going on currently. Tanvir comes down the pitch and takes down his counterpart. Mustahid just seems a bit helpless out there at this point in time. Carves that one away through the offside. That's Tanvir. And that's his 50. I was very critical about his strike rate at the start, but he has really made up for it at the back end. 50 of just 38, and he can be really proud of his efforts, the skipper. And now he has to go off since he's gotten to his 50. It's time for him to retire. 14.4 overs gone, 116 for 1. This is looking pretty dangerous right now for the Blues, and you can see from the body language of Syed Mustahid that he's really worried about the whole scenario, that he is probably second-guessing a decision to bowl first. Short wide delivery carved away through the offside by Tuhin. That's the end of Syed Mustahid. A pretty disappointing day with the ball. 4 overs, none for 34. 15 overs done, 117 on the board. Just 1 wicket down. 5 overs to go. You get the feeling Blues are really in need of a good finish to this innings. Otherwise, it's going to look pretty bad for them. And looking at their body language, they're really feeling low right now. A good end is the only hope they have of recovering from this scenario. Anubhav Das, the one who got the ball to swing in prodigiously at the start, comes on to bowl, bowls a straight delivery which does nothing and allows the bludgeoning Samsul Tuhin to free his hand, throw his hands at that one, and he gets another boundary. Oh, what a knock this bloke is playing, 31 of just 14. He's played the best knock of this innings this far. It was a handy knock from Shohag. We, of course, had a 50 from Tanvir. But it's this knock from Tuhin, which is absolutely putting ASC in a position of massive strength. Anubhav Das won't be getting any more swing right now. Mahabubul Alam is the batter. Oh, what an incredible catch! What an incredible catch at long off. The batter can't believe what happened, but you have to applaud his effort actually. First ball he faced, he went for the big shot. That's what you need to do in this scenario. But what an incredible catch taken there by the fielder, stationed at long off. Low coming forward. It's taken an absolute beauty. I just hope it's fine. Looked a bit awkward when he took that catch. Just hope that is fine. Swing and a miss there from the bat of Raihan Sheikh. Raihan Sheikh will be hoping to provide a good finish to this innings. Anubhav Das has come back nicely after that first ball boundary. And lovely delivery there. Raihan can't do anything about it. Just 5 runs came from that over. So lovely comeback there from Anubhav Das. He also picks up a wicket. 16 overs done, 122 for 2 ASC. Arifur Rahman Nabed really needs to deliver the goods here. He's also a leader of this group, and the team looks up to him. And in his second over, he was poor. Got hit for 2 sixes and a boundary by Tuhin. Really needs to make a proper comeback. Raihan Sheikh has finally put bat on ball and is up and running. Tuhin, he's the danger man. He's the one who took down Nabed for 16 in his previous over. But Nabed has done a good job this far. 17th over, the moving over of an innings, has till now belonged to Nabed. If they're able to keep things tight and restrict them to below 150, Blues will take that as a win from here. That ball skidded through, kept low. Raihan Sheikh is really doing a poor job here. Is hardly getting bat on ball. You should not get a single here. Tuhin needs to be on strike. Push through, quicker delivery. He lets the ball go. Not given as a wide. He's very grumpy with the umpire, challenging his decision. Having a look at the wicket keeper as well. Umpire steadfast. A brilliant over from Arifur Rahman Nabed passes by. 17 done, 125 for 2. Just 3 runs came from that over. Over number 18 begins with a loft from Tuhin, and it's a loft for a sixer. Boy, what a knock this guy has played. Anubhav Das Papon, this ball brilliantly, gets head away for a sixer to start over number 18. Over his previous over, Anubhav Das's previous over, also started by conceding a boundary. That's gone up in the air. Probably this is going to fall into the fielder's hands. Yes, a good catch. He had to come in and had to keep his balance. Tuhin is very disappointed, but what a knock you have played. Hold your head up high, son. You have done a magnificent job for your side. Will this turn out to be the knock which gets them through to the final? We'll see. But for now, we really need to appreciate the brilliance of Tuhin. 44 of 20. In the meantime, Anubhav Das gets another wicket. 17.2 done, 131 for 3. Sheikh Niamul Islam is the new man out there, and he gets beaten first ball. Papon could have easily had his third wicket. Anubhav Das Papon was getting the ball to come in at the start of the innings with the brand new ball, but now he's doing a pretty good job at the back end as well. That's chipped. Long on in business, maybe? No, just falls short. And Raihan Sheikh has managed to come back for the second. 2 good runs there. Precious runs these for ASC. My co-commentator was telling me that his nickname is also Anubhav, so Anubhav playing in the field, Anubhav in the commentary box, Anubhav's everywhere. Anubhav, of course, means feeling, right? So we all have Anubhavs. 18 overs gone, 133 for 3, and I would want to ask the people who are watching this game about your Anubhav, about the game. What do you think is going to be a winning total? And, of course, ASC have lost a bit of momentum, and if they fall short of 150, will they be able to defend that total? Please let us know in the comments. And our Anubhav from the commentary box, Alif Taslim, he's going to read them out. Arifur Rahman Nabed to bowl out here. He's going to be bowling the penultimate over. Raihan Sheikh has had a torrid time, and his torrid time continues. Just not putting bat on ball is Sheikh. Nabed will be hoping to zip by this over. Finally, Raihan Sheikh has connected properly, and he has gotten a boundary. That's so disappointing if you're Arifur Rahman Nabed. He really would have been hoping for a tight over to put on the squeeze even further, but he dishes out a poor delivery outside the outstick. Short ball is asking to be hit, and Raihan Sheikh for once keeps his shape and just throws his hands at that one, and he gets a boundary, a much-needed boundary for ASC. It was a much quicker delivery for Rahman Nabed. Raihan Sheikh coming back for the second. No, he's run out. Long-haired Raihan Sheikh with his long locks, unfortunately unable to get back for the second, sacrificing himself for the cause. Just a single. It's really difficult to contribute when you're coming in as a batter at such a late stage of the innings. You're expected to come out and hit 6s and 4s from ball 1. It's pretty difficult, actually. We even see it in international cricket that batters find it difficult to come in and go berserk from ball 1. Not everyone is Glenn Maxwell or Henrik Klassen, for that matter. Even they need a bit of time, so I can understand that the ASC batters are struggling to get in the big numbers that their fans would be hoping for currently. But still, whatever they end up with, it will be a fighting total, no doubts about that. And Bluez will have to bat well to chase down that total in the semi-final. And of course, a point I always make during my LMS commentary stint, the fact that 3 games get played on the same track, that means the track starts to slow down as the games progress, and when Blues come out, it will be the 4th innings on the same track. So definitely there will be some help for the spinners. But that's a poor delivery, Arifur Rahman Nabed. You really have been disappointing today. Manik Mia comes out, gets a freebie outside the off stick, and he cashes in. The score moves past 140 now, and 150 is a definite possibility, and basically 150 is on the cards now. A very poor over this run for Rahman Nabed. Bitter line on that occasion. Will still be a single. 10 came from that over, and Arifur Rahman Nabed has conceded 34 runs. Not gotten a wicket. It's very rare that you see Nabed going for so many runs. But well done to the ASC batters, mainly Tuhin is the one who took him on in that second over of his and took him for 16 in three deliveries, 6-6-4. Came back nicely in the third over, but it was expensive again in his final over. Joyram Shaha Joy, who was having a forgettable day himself, has conceded 31 runs in 3 overs, is back on. And the two batters will be hoping to cash in on the bowler's bad form and pick up more runs. Comes down the pitch. Played away by Manik Mia, up in the air, and a dolly has been put down. These things are so depressing. These things are just so depressing. You want to get some momentum, you want to do the basics correctly and get into the change room with momentum on your side, but these things are depressing. Swing and a miss there from Niamal. Hasn't really done anything much for his side this far. Another swing and a miss, and this time they tried to run the bye, but the keeper was too smart for that, and that's a run out. And Manik Mia is dishing out live coaching sessions to Niamal, obviously very grumpy with how poor Niamal has been this far. Niamal not bothered about it at all. He's standing in the middle of the pitch and waving his hands, not even practicing anything. Maybe he thinks that he has gotten enough already. No more runs are needed. That's why he's so casual about it. Manik Mia was really passionate about what was going on, and he did make an impact, 6 off 3. Finally, Niamal practicing some big shots. Wow, at least. 5 from 2. No wonder Manik Mia was giving him a mouthful. Rafiq Zaman Mamun is the new man out there. It's a shortish, wideish delivery, slaps it away for a single. And Niamal on strike. Can he make up for all the dots by hitting a home run here? Joyram Shah has produced his best over of this innings here this far. He'll be hoping to get out of this over without any further damage. Should have had a wicket as well. 146, so will they be able to breach 150? Niamal is not ready. Joyram tried to surprise him. Niamal was not having it. Final ball. Niamal is connected. It's not going to be anywhere near a sixer. Can they come back for the second? No. No. They did not even put any kind of pressure on the fielder. If they had, they probably could have taken the second run there. Sloppy cricket. 146 on the board. After 20 overs, 147 is going to be the target. So Blues will be happy that they have managed to restrict ASC to below 150. But ASC will be very happy with the total as well, having been inserted. They would be pretty happy with this total. We saw TSports defending 143, and now ASC have 3 runs more. So 147 is going to be the target when we come back for the run chase. We had a thriller in the first game, and we're hoping for another one. We'll have Alif Tasneem with you for company.
Right, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the run chase. This is the second game of the day between Blues Cricket Club and ASC. Batting first, ASC scored 147 from the first 20 overs. And this is the task for Blues Cricket Club to chase it down. They have to score definitely 148 if they want to win the encounter. Anubhav Dashpapun and Akram Dewan Naeem are the batters. Here's the first delivery of the game. Tanvir Ahmed is the opening bowler for ASC. We are live and exclusive from Bosundhara Sports Complex, the home of Riders, the home venue of Rangpur Riders, one of the most prominent teams of BPL, and they are building this beautiful venue for their own practice. At the same time, this will be used for the national team as well, probably. But still, this venue is under construction, although the work of the ground is almost done. In the first game, we have witnessed the triumph of TSports. They have defended 143 from the 20 overs. What went in their favor was their luck, because that was absolutely a nail-biting encounter. Dhaka Warriors, they started very well, although lost the momentum in the mid-overs. But the way TSports skipper Ishtiaq Sadiq bowled, he is not a regular bowler, but he absolutely was unsung today. Picked up 2 important wickets, and the best part, the way he controlled the game. The times when he took those wickets, that was very much crucial. As 143 was defended, 147 will not be a mammoth total. At the same time, it's not a small one for the bowling side as well to defend. Both of these teams will have equal chances to win the game, but definitely it's them who performs well, who keeps their nerve under the pressure situation and deliver their best. Certainly they will be the triumphal. So a circumspect start for Blues Cricket Club. Anubhav Dashpapun had a very good outing with the ball. That's cut away nicely. That's the first boundary of the innings. A brilliant cut shot to end the over number 1. After 1, it's 7 for none. Talking about Anubhav Dashpapun, he is absolutely a great cricketer. That's a big bite. Swung away from the right-hander. It's Mahbubul Alam Robin. Right, a big swing to start for Mahbubul Alam Robin. The second ball, just a gentle push towards deep cover and an easy single. So in this run chase, what Blues Cricket Club should be circumspect about is they shouldn't lose early wickets, because if they do so, it will be really tough for them. A solid partnership is very much needed. That's back of the length delivery, thumped away. And thumped away fine for a boundary. Lovely shot. Picked out the gap perfectly. And plays it with the perfection as well. Right, so brilliant start in this over for Blues Cricket Club. Already couple of boundaries. And this time, it's gentle push outside the off stump. And an easy single. So runs are coming. They have got a flyer, Blues Cricket Club. They absolutely need to continue from here, because this is not going to be easy. In the previous game, we witnessed Dhaka Warriors. They had a flying start, scored 53 from the first 5 overs, but then they lost wickets and lost the momentum of the game as well. Eventually, they had to lose the game by just 1 run. So, of course, every run is important, every phase of the game is important, and every over is very much precious for every team. If you start winning these little battles in every over, in every phase, then it will certainly be an easier one for you to win the game. Oh, this was a lovely delivery. Kept a little low and just shaping away from the left-hander. That ends the over number 2. After 2, it's 15 for none. So Tanvir Ahmed continues his second over. Arnob Dashpapon drives it and picks up a single in the very first ball of the third over. This is Rangpur Riders' last man stands Dhaka League, powered by TSports. And the game is being played in Bosundhara Sports Complex. For me, inside the Dhaka metropolitan city, this is the best cricket ground I have ever commentated in. It has all the facilities for any international team. And this is also the home venue for Rangpur Riders. They hold their practice sessions here, and a practice game also took place between Khulna Tigers and Rangpur Riders in this venue. So it really illustrates how beautiful in swing, using the seam and the shine. That's interesting. This is the fourth innings of the day because already a game has finished here, and this is the second innings of the second game. Still, the pitch has something for the fast bowlers. At least as long as the shine is on the ball, the fast bowlers are generating some swing. We have seen Anubhav Das Papun to generate some serious swing in the first innings, and now it's Tanvir Ahmed. He's swinging the ball and he's having some cramp issues, I reckon. In the first over, we also saw him to get down, and once again, he is slightly limping. This may happen as still it's hot and humid out there, although it's November, and this should be deemed as the season of winter. Nevertheless, the heat and the temperature hasn't decreased a bit. That's a confident looking strike, but that's, oh my goodness, could be the first wicket, but that was absolutely a sloppy drop. The bowler, the keeper, everyone is in disbelief. But how could he drop this one? It was short, it was wide outside the off stump. The batter just pulled this one straight away into the hands of the deep mid wicket. The fielder doesn't receive the gift. So the opportunity lost for the first wicket. For ASC after 3, it's 17 for none. Right, Mahbubul Robin continues. That's a pitched up delivery, but that has been absolutely bludgeoned away into the stands for the first 6 of the innings, and that has come from the bat of Akram Dewan Naeem. Absolutely a lusty blow. Big swing of the willow, and the swing connected very sweetly as that one takes the ball absolutely out of the ground for a sixer. Oh, that's gone! That's gone! A short delivery. The batter just tried to pull this one away, misses it, and the ball just went on to hit the stumps. Absolutely unfortunate. The batter, Rafiquz Zaman Mamoon. He got out immediately after hitting a big 6. The bowler, Robin, had absolutely no credit on this wicket, to be very honest. Yes, that was a short ball that surprised the batter, but he somehow managed to defend it, but eventually he was not aware of the fact that the ball is going to hit the timbers and is lodging the bells. So that's the first breakthrough for ASC, and this should definitely release some pressure. It's 23 for 1. Saad Mustahid replaces. Rafiqul Zaman immediately comes down the pitch and pulls it away and brings up. Oh no, not a boundary. That is a fantastic effort in the deep. Diving towards his right and saves a couple of runs for his team. Saad Mustahid immediately on the charge, advances down the pitch. Very much unfortunate that he didn't get a boundary. So a very fruitful over from Mahbubul Alam Robin. An important wicket. Goes down the pitch, catches the call, but that is landing well short of the whitish long off. Hands on head for Robin. This could be the second one if the connection was a bit more appropriate. That's another confident strike. There is a chase on, but the ball is certainly going to win the race. This is magnificent batting from Anubhav Dashpapon as well as Saad Mustahid. Their approach is very much evident right now. With that boundary, the over number 4 ends. After 4, it's 30 for 1. Tanvir Ahmed continues. He's still limping. Oh, that's the second run. Poor piece of fielding. Absolutely poor piece of fielding. These sort of lazy efforts allows the batter to take an extra run. Tanvir Ahmed, the bowler, is highly frustrated with the fielding efforts as they recently have got a wicket, so the fielders should have been more boosted up. They should have been more proactive on the ground, but it is seeming like they are very much languishing. The call is for 2. Are they coming back for the second? No, they ain't. Initially they thought of the second one, but denied by the partner, and that was a good effort. A very quick throw from the fielder. Well, Tanvir Ahmed has been maintaining a decent line just around the stumps, whether it's in the zone or just a little outside the off. But we haven't seen much of the lateral movement from Tanvir Ahmed Tushar. Catches the shout, but that's not going to be caught as this one lands very short of the fielder. Steps down, that's a miss it. The edge takes the ball towards deep third. A single meanwhile. So 5 overs have been bowled. After 5, it's 35 for 1. Right, the first ball that struck Hurd, and that has beaten the dive. Just a bounce over the ropes for a boundary. Such a welcome start in this over for Bluez Cricket Club, as well as Syed Mustaid Hussain. He is a destructive batter. I've been following him since 2022 and being put in 2020, and the way he bats, not the most stylish one, but he has some serious power. And the wrist and his wrists are the wrist of steel. So they're trying to control the damage which has been made by Mahbubul Alam Robin after taking the first wicket. The partnership is rebuilding. That's another very confident shot, but that lands straight away into the hands of deep mid wicket. And that's the second wicket. Anubhav Das Papun. He needs to go back to the pavilion. We had been witnessing the similar shots in the previous over as well. A drop chance on the shot of the same player, Anubhav Das Papun. But this time the catch has been carried very comfortably. Another success for ASC just when the partnership was rebuilding. It's Rafiquzzaman Mamun strikes. And he removes Anubhav Das Papun from the equation. It's 40 for 2. Right, it's Shoaib Mohammad. Begging pardon, it's Shoaib Mohammad. Faces his first delivery, which was a Yorker outside the off stump. Very well bowled by Rafiquzzaman. This is just his first over. He immediately picks up a wicket. And the way he is bowling, that's very much appreciable. Steps out. That's a lofty drive, but will find the man at long off. So that's the end of the over number 6. After 6, it's 42 for 2. So the last over of Tanvir Ahmed's spell has bowled brilliantly, just 14 from the first three. He is limping, having some cramp. Then again, the way he has been maintaining everything, that's really nice to see. A player giving his 110% for the sake of the team and trying to contribute as much as possible from every side. We have seen him to bat well as well. That's cut away, but straight to the man. Shoaib Muhammad and Syed Mustahid Hussain are the players who were out there in the middle. But as they're chasing the target of 149, Syed Mustahid advances down the pitch. Not Syed Mustahid, begging pardon, it's Shoaib Muhammad. No, that was Syed Mustahid, in fact. The scorecard is showing it was Shoaib Muhammad, but Syed Mustahid is off strike now. Shoaib Muhammad, he's on strike. It's good to see that singles are coming. They are taking the scoreboard as much as possible and not giving away dot deliveries. That's important because if you eat up dot deliveries, that really boosts the confidence of the bowling side. The fielders, they get pumped up. The bowlers, they reckon that it's the time to take a wicket. That's a poor delivery and has been hammered away for a boundary. Not a good delivery for Tanvir Ahmed, and eventually it's Syed Mustahid who pounces onto that one and hits that one away for a boundary. 7 gone. After 7, it's 51 for 2. Right, so Rukunuzaman Mamoon continues the wicket taker of the previous over he delivered. Interesting to see that no spinners used by the ASC skipper. So for the fast bowlers are taking the responsibility of the first 8 overs. That's quite understandable. As long as the shine of the ball is on, they would love to use the assistance of the wicket. And we have seen the ball to swing much, even in the 4th innings of the day. So this wicket, this pitch is something offering to the fast bowlers. As a result, they are relying on the seamers. But so far it's a decent start for Bluez Cricket Club, although they have lost a couple of wickets, but the flow of the runs, that hasn't stopped. Just if you just have a look in the last 10 deliveries, no dot one. So it really demonstrates that the batters, they're not eating up the dot deliveries. Whatever happens, whatever deliveries are offered, they are taking singles or taking doubles. And if there is a bad one, they're hitting it away for a boundary. So 8th over gone, it's 56 for 2. Right, so eventually some spin. In the 9th over of the game, it's Manik with his first over. And yet again, the runs are flowing for Blues Cricket Club. That's a very good job done by these batters. You always do not need to hit boundaries. Just rotate the strike as much as possible. This is what they are doing in a very nice fashion. Syed Mustahid is usually a very offensive cricketer. The way he bats, singles, doubles, these are not his favorite tasks to be done. That is a powerful strike, and that's big enough. Absolutely out of the park for another maximum. Blues Cricket Club, they are needing 84 out of 57 deliveries, and this is certainly going to be an easy one for them if they can keep their wicket. This was Shoaib Muhammad. I was talking about Syed Mustahid, that he is an aggressive batter, but the way Shoaib Muhammad bats, it really shows that he is also not less capable than Syed Mustahid. Another single to end another over. After 9, it's 66 for 2. Right, so it's Muhammad Shohag is here for the first over. Right now, Blues Cricket Club, they are in a very comfortable position. 66 for 2 after 9 overs, and Syed Mustahid and Muhammad, both of these batters are in a very good shape. Shoaib Muhammad, the other one. Some swing offered, but nicely steered down to the third man for another boundary. Completely used the pace and helped it on its way. This one was from the bat of Shoaib Muhammad. He is also accompanying Said Mustahid. The difference between the ball and the run is getting minimized by these beautiful shots. That's cut away again, but this time it will find the fielder. So the collection in the first 10 overs is pretty decent by Bluez Cricket Club. Already 72 on the board and just loss of a couple of wickets. That's not a very bad start by them, but still they have to cross a long way. Still 10 more overs to go and 75 runs to be scored. So they need to be watchful because we have seen the teams losing from a very good position. Even in the first game, Dhaka Warriors, they lost the game even after a brilliant start. Anyways, so the over number 10 ends with a dot. It's 73 for 2. An appeal, but that's certainly missing the leg stump. Only the bowler, Manik Mia, was interested. The keepers, the fielders, they didn't even appeal loudly. That really indicates that they knew it's not going to hit the stumps. And at the same time, it's also rational that in LMS, all the fielders except the keeper and the bowler, they are the boundary riders. They don't often stand inside the ring. So it's really tough for them, but this time he castles him up. Shoaib Muhammad was looking for a big one. He missed it completely, and the bowler Manik Mia went on to hit the stumps. That's the much needed breakthrough that ASC was looking for. After 10.3, it's 74 for 3. Right, so it's MD Arman who makes his way out there in the middle. Just tucks it around the corner. Oh, there's a chance of a run out as well. Oh, quick throw, but no one was backing up. And they're coming back for the second run as well due to that overthrow. It's all happening. Good calling, good throwing, although the shot wasn't that of the best one, but the call was very quick from Muhammad Arman, the new batter. Once again, well bowled by Manik Mia. A single to end over number 11. After 11, it's 76, being put in 77 for 3. Right, so Muhammad Shohag returns with an outswinger. That's driven away nicely through the covers and eventually some good footwork to stop the ball. Couple of runs should easily be taken. And they're coming back for the second. This is absolutely poor piece of fielding by the bowler. He was not alert at all. Just wanted to receive the ball and missed it. And the batters were absolutely aware of the fact. They ran very hard to complete the run number 3. And we have seen the similar instance in the previous over as well. An extra run was stolen due to an overthrow. So these little things really make difference. We have seen the previous game that TSports won the game by just 1 run. So every run is absolutely precious. That is a big swing. That is a huge swing. And the ball is disappeared into the stands for a maximum. Absolutely a lusty blow from the bat of Syed Mustaid Hussain. I was talking about him that he relies more on his big hits than the singles and doubles. And now he is coming out of the shell. Good thinking, very good thinking. Single immediately after the ball where he has hit a 6. A good looking shot, but we'll find the man in deep extra cover. So the requirement is 60 from the last 41 deliveries, which is very much possible for Bluez Cricket Club. What they need to do is they just need to stick in this 22 yards, and if they lose wickets in a quick succession, only that's gonna create some trouble for them. An advantage for ASC. Are they coming back for the second? No, they ain't. A single to end over number 12. After 12, it's 89 for 3. So the wicket taker Manik Mia returns. A brilliant left arm spinner. And the reason behind his success in this pitch, which is not offering much to any spinner, is his consistency, his continuous maintenance of the line and the length, and his quicker armers are also been lethal for the batters. It's really tough to predict which one is going to turn a bit and which one is going to come in. On that note, the batter failed to protect, and that one came back with the arm sharply and went on to hit the timber. Running between the wickets has been one of the most key factors for the Blues Cricket Club boys. Their calling, their communication, as well as the response has been fantastic. And they kept ticking the scoreboard as much as possible. I haven't seen them in this innings to give away some dot deliveries. None of the batters ate up dot balls, which helped them to release a lot of pressure as well. That's off the edge, but will be cut off. 13 gone, 94 for 3. Sheikh Naimul Islam Joy will start spell in the 14th over of the game. Blues Cricket Club, they are in a very good position, but ASC, they just need a wicket, especially if possible. The wicket of Syed Musaid Hussain will be a crucial one. Oh, he goes to swing it back, but that penetrates the keeper as well. Couple of runs for that miss, and yes, the signal comes from the umpire. That's a bye. So this is the third being put in the second game of the day, which is taking place at Bosundhara Sports Complex, and this is Rangpur Riders Last Man Stands Dhaka League powered by TSports. It's great to see that Rangpur Riders and TSports, which is the first ever sports channel of Bangladesh, they are patronizing these amateur tournaments. LMS is globally recognized the most popular amateur cricket tournament, which commenced in 2005 for the first time in England, and in Bangladesh it started back in 2017. So this is the 6th year this tournament is taking place, and it really is helpful for the players who were professional once but have left the game due to many reasons. So it's a new way to play cricket. It really assists the players who left cricket professionally and want to stay in the touch. Anyways, so 14th over gone. This is a very good over from Sheikh Naimul Islam, just a couple of runs from it. After 14, it's 98 for 3. Right, it's Manik Mia. Continuous, he'd be loving to deliver some dot deliveries, which will be very much auspicious for his team. Still, it's possible for ASC. 20 runs being put in, 29 balls remaining, and still 49 runs to be scored. And under these circumstances, if they can pick up more wickets, then it's very much possible for them. It's a danger man, Syed Mustahid on strike. Advances down the pitch, lifts it high up in the air and gets caught. That's the wicket I was talking about, the most precious one. Syed Mustahid, and it's once again Manik Mia who is doing the trick for ASC. Syed Mustahid departed scoring 38, and that's a big blow for Bluez Cricket Club, and absolutely auspicious one for ASC. It's 99 for 3, being put a 99 for 4 after this wicket. So Joyram Shahjoy comes out to the middle in order to replace Syed Mustahid Hussain. So a new partnership is to be built, and this is the time for ASC to take the advantage. Couple of deliveries to go, and Manik Mia has delivered a brilliant over. Goes again, there is a man, but that's landing short once again. So what a spell this has been from Manik Mia. 2 important wickets, just 20 runs, 21 runs in fact with that single. And this would be his last delivery of the spell. A brilliant spell comes to an end. Just 22 runs given away, couple of wickets, and consistently dot deliveries for him. So 15 gone. It's 1-2 for 4 Blues Cricket Club.
Full toss to start of over number 16, Jairam Shaha. Fails to take full advantage of that one. Did not have a great day with the ball in hand, and now he's got an opportunity to win the game for his side with the bat in hand. Of course, he has Muhammad Rahman for company, who has hit a boundary. Much needed boundary there for Blues Cricket Club. We had a thriller at the start of the day where we saw TSports getting over the line by just a single run. And now we're having another thriller here. That's the best part of having knockout action. Every team gives it their all because they know it's either go big or go bust. Muhammad Arman, the set man out there, he has to take his side home. Oh, what was that? What an incredible delivery from Sheikh Niamul Islam. It's a slow delivery, the ball pitched and the batter waited for it to arrive, and he had to wait and wait and wait. It did arrive, but unfortunately, he has been castled. Sheikh Niamul Islam at a torrid time with the bat in hand, coming out to close the innings, but he has made a huge impact with the ball in hand. Blues 5 down now, 41 of 22. Samir Chaudhary is coming out to bat now. With the ball, he was decent. Bowled 4 overs on the trot. And now he has to win the game for his side. Gets the wide delivery to start off, misses out on it. Poor stuff. Sheikh Niamul Islam was trying to repeat the dose there. Trying to pitch the ball way outside the offswing and turn it back in. No turn on that occasion. But it's a dot ball, 41 of 21. It's getting tough for the Blues. And look at that ball turn back in again. Oh, Niamul is playing some tricks with that ball in hand. Fantastic over for ASC. 41 needed of 20 now for the Blues Cricket Club. 4 overs to go, 41 runs needed. It's tough, but you have to believe. Jairam Shaha disappointed with the ball. He's got an opportunity to make up big time with the bat. The expensive Robin is back on. Blues need to attack him. He went for 21 in his first couple of overs, did get a wicket. Starts off with a short delivery. Joyram Shah just gets it away for a single. Singles will do the trick. 40 of 19. It's really hard to win the game from here for the Blues with so much pressure. They've lost 5 wickets as well. Both the batters are relatively new. Samir Chaudhary just not seeing anything at this point in time. 40 of 18. That dab shot is not really your best friend right now. Remember, there's no point in reducing the margin of defeat. It's semi-final cricket. It's either you win or nothing else matters. That's dabbed away nicely. Almost went away for a boundary. Just stopped at the boundary row by the fielder. And Samir Chaudhary is up and running. 38 of 15. 38 of 17, apologies. Still looking to play that little dab shot is Samir. They need a boundary and over boundary soon. It's getting really hard. Robin decides to pull out. Adds to the drama, all these things. Gives the batter a bit more time to think. Mull over all the ideas rushing through his mind. And he swings and misses. 38 now of 16. Required rate romping upwards. Joyram Shah asking Samir to take it easy, to take a deep breath. And misses again. Brilliant bowling from Robin, understanding that Samir Chaudhary is really having a hard time playing these back-of-length deliveries, and he's hitting the deck hard, and he's bowling that length, bowling the straightish line as well. And Samir Chaudhary just does not have an answer. 17 done. Blues are struggling. They're stuttering. 110 for 5. Once again, you have to go back to the decision taken by the skipper to win the toss and bowl first. We saw in the first game that the defending side won, and you would think that it's going to get harder and harder for the chasing sides to win because we're playing on the same deck, remember. So it was very surprising for me when Blues won the coin toss and they just invited ASC to enjoy the best batting conditions. Here comes Niamal. No turn on that occasion. Hit powerfully down to long on. Just another single. From the look of things, they've turned down the single because it's pretty clear now that Joyram Shah has to do it. Samir Chaudhary does not have the confidence, and that's a sixer. Sheikh Niamal once again floating it up. This time Joyram Shah reaches the ball on the full and smashes it away for a much-needed sixer for himself and his side. They need to keep on doing these things. This will give them confidence, keep them in the game, and more importantly, this will create pressure on the bowlers as well. 32 of 13, still a long way out, but a few more lusty blows like that from Joyram Shah could make things interesting, and he has to target this over from Niamal because he's been getting a lot of purchase from the pitch by just throwing it up outside the off-stick, bowling slowly, but there's an opportunity to charge him. And right-arm bowler bowling to right-handed batter. The matchup is in favor of Joyram Shah. He just has to keep on going here. There's no point in prodding around, especially with Samir Chaudhary being so out of form. That's it away nicely, but brilliantly stopped there by Robin. The man who just completed the over previously stops that from going away to the boundary and then picks the ball up, throws it in, and Niamal completes the run out. Wasn't completely in command of the run out, but it got executed. Samir Chaudhary's struggle is over. Joyram Shah is still on strike. 31 of 12. This has to be Joyram Shah from here on in. Shaha still on strike. Goes straight up his lead. Bursts through the hands of the bowler Niamal, and it's another boundary. Shaha keeping the Blues in the game. Niamal keeps on tossing the ball up. Was hit hard. Niamal, to his credit, did try to catch it. That would have been the game for sure. Unfortunately, it burst through. Could have been an injury as well for Niamal. It was hit so hard. Oh, beautifully played away by Jairam Shaha. Definitely not thinking about the second. The keeper is hearing after that delivery. His only intention was to get a single of that ball to retain the strike, and he has done that. 26 needed of the final 10 balls. It's all down to Jairam Shaha now. Arfur Rahman Abed is the other guy with him. We know he's not really known for his batting theatrics. And unfortunately for the Blues, he was pretty disappointing with the ball in hand as well. He went for 34 runs in his 4 overs. He was used exclusively during the second half of the innings. And his expensive spell allowed ASC to get up to this total. And Samsul Tuhin, you have to mention him. He's the one who took him on, and he's the one who took him down. Here we go, the penultimate over of the run chase begins. Helped on its way, poor delivery from Robin. And it's a boundary to start off over number 19. Full credit to Jairam Shaha Joy. He did not try to go charging or searching for anything, just stood his ground, just shuffled in his crease a bit, and created that angle and just helped the ball on its way, which was a poor delivery to start off. And by his shuffling, he turned that into an even easier shot. Shaha is doing a magnificent job here. 22 of 9, still a mountain to climb. And he has to do it all on his own. Singles will be turned down as well, because Arfur Rahman Nambed is not going to win this game with the bat for you. Robin needs to get his act right. A couple of sixes. Is that a 6 or is that the end of the game? I think that's it. Oh, the fielders missed it. Oh, Niamal, have you dropped a chance in the final here? It's a dot ball, so in that way it's a victory for ASC, but that could have actually given them the victory in this match as well if Niamal had not missed that. But good news for them is that it's a dot and it did not roll over past the boundary. Jairam Shaha, in a thankless situation here. He has to swing, has to keep on swinging. Tries to do too many things. This time Robin was up to it, and it's another dot. That's what I mentioned at the start as well of this over. At the start of this over, I mentioned that Shah has to do all the hitting on his own. And on top of that, he cannot even take the singles because Arifur Rahman Nabed is not qualified enough as a batter to get you 22 of 7. Swung away powerfully. And that's a boundary. Poor piece of fielding, you have to say. But this shot keeps Bluez in the game. Now, here comes the final ball of this over. What will Jairam Shah do? Will he look to get a boundary, a sixer, or he'll just look to pat a single? I say go for try to hit a sixer. If he does that, it's 12 of 5. And Nabed gets the single of the first ball. It's 11 of 4. And remember, last ball goes for a 6. That's a 12. So he can win it with 1-6 in the final over. He should look to go for the maximum in this ball. And it's easy to pick up singles in LMS. So Nabed can just pat a single and get him back on strike. Let's see. Final ball of the penultimate over coming up. No, he just decides to pat a single. I don't agree with this. But let's see. 17 will be needed of the final 5 balls. What a day of cricket we're having. The first game went down to the wire. TSports won by just 1 run. And now this game has also gone down to the wire. This is the beauty of hosting all semi-final games. There was, of course, semi-final of the Cup Championship, the first game. TSports qualifying for the final against Citibank. And now this is a place in the final of the Play Championship. Jairam Shah. It's all on him, 17 of 5. He needs to start off with a boundary or a sixer to feel good about himself and his chances. Nerves jangling everywhere. Pressure on the batter. I would say more pressure on the bowler because with 17 runs to defend, he would be expected to win the game as a bowler. And Jairam Shah, it's just... if he does it, it's amazing. If he cannot, no one's going to blame him, and everyone's going to pat him on the back for his Herculean effort. Change in field placements. Understandably so. The fielding side want it absolutely perfect here. They do not want a mishap. Here we go. The final over begins. Rafiqur Zaman Mamun, 12 for 1 wicket in his 2 overs, has been entrusted with the task of seeing his side through to the final. Jairam Shah, Joy on strike, gets a full toss. Hits it straight down the ground. Picks out the fielder. It's a dot ball. There was your chance, Jairam. That was an opportunity to hit a 6 or a boundary, but Mamun gets away with 1. Second ball. Swing and a miss. 17 of 3. It's almost getting to impossible levels now. At least they need to keep something. They need to give themselves a chance for the final ball. Shah needs to go big. It's really hard. Here's the shot. That's gone up in the air. Is this the end? Yes, it is. Robin wallops it. That's the end of Jairam Shah. His efforts have come to an end. A valiant effort from him. Unfortunately, not good enough. ASC on the brink. ASC on the brink of a place in the Play Championship final. Arifur Rahman Nabed needs to be a hero, needs to hit 2 sixes of 2 balls. If he does that, he will take his side through to the final. Can the talismanic bowler do it with the bat in hand? Mamun will be backing himself here. Nabed comes down the pitch, gets it outside edge. Is that a boundary? Yes, it is. The match is still alive. 13 of 1. 13 of 1. If this goes for a 6, it's a 12. We'll have a super over. We'll have a tie. Oh boy. This is incredible stuff today. The first match went down to the wire, went down to the last ball. This one is also going down to the last ball. Naved has taken off his helmet. I would ask the bowler to go back of a length here. He pitches it up, Naved can have a free swing. The bowler should try to go short. Here we go. Arfur Rahman Naved cannot do it. It's victory for ASC. They are through to the final of the Plate Championship. What an incredible game I witnessed again. ASC win by 12 runs and are through to the finals of Plate Championship. Heartbreak for the Blues. Once again, you have to go back to the toss. Why do you win the toss and bowl first? Why didn't you take lesson from the first game? Syed Mustahid, a veteran of the game, an absolute legend, made a wrong call at the toss, and that has probably cost his team a place in the final. So congratulations to Bluez Cricket Club. Congratulations to ASC, apologies, and commiserations to Bluez Cricket Club. They gave it a hard fight, but unfortunately it was not hard enough. They took it deep. They just could not get over the line. Bluez Cricket Club falling short by 12 runs. So many points to look back onto in this game. Winning the toss, bowling first was a mistake. Arifur Rahman Naved going for 34 runs in 4 overs was a terrible outcome for the Blues. Samsul Tuhin was the man. He would be a man of the match. His brilliant innings took ASC to that total. So we're done for the second game of the day, folks. We're going to come back soon with the third game, which will determine who will face ASC in the final of the Plate Championship. We're coming back soon. Stay with us.